What's happening, everybody? Welcome back. This is Forgo, and well. It looks like we are going to be getting an Avengers update because just yesterday they recently released a trailer for Iron Man, which did kind of, I don't want to say it rubbed players the wrong way because there are players that are very excited because he's a very popular character, but really he has so many uniforms and he's already had some shine in this game. But there was a fair point brought in my comments in the last video about Iron Man is that, yeah, this uniform is really good, but it's nothing that's like super shattering. He never was like, I think only once, like where he's at top of the meta, and it didn't last very long at all, like very shortly, like a week or 2 weeks, I think something like that. And he's just never really had that ultimate shine, like say someone like Moonstone, right? He's never really had that shine. So I think that's a fair point. So hopefully the next uniform will have that. But today they give us a trailer regarding a little certain someone, which was quite interesting. Quite interesting. All right. So you see that not bad, right? A really quick little video, guys. I mean, there's not a whole lot to it, but obviously this is Black Widow. And so now we know that we're getting Iron Man, we know that we're getting Black Widow. So it's looking like we are getting a Avengers update. And this is what some people were already speculating, right? They were already thinking that we're probably going to get an Avengers update. And I know some people are going to feel some kind of way about that. They're going to be like, oh man, the Avengers had some shine. Well, yes and no. Yes and no. Just like I said with Iron Man a second ago, he's never been like at the top tier. Like he's been really good. And this is a good uniform that he has, but he's never been top tier. And Black Widow has only been good in PvP. She has never been good in PvE. She's never really had any shine there. And I mean, she was okay, but she was never, I mean, she's far from what even Iron Man ever was, right? Or even Captain America. She's never had really any PvE shine. In fact, Yelena stole that spotlight whenever there was the update for Black Widow, right? Yelena was the damage dealer. This girl here, she really wasn't that good in PvE. In PvP, she was godly with her white uniform. Just insane with this thing. She was just nutty, right? Thanks to her invisibility, her iframes, her long iframes. She was just godly, and then she pretty much got removed later on whenever other characters started having to ignore iframe. They could get a hold of her quite easy, and her survivability just wasn't that good anymore. So for me, when I see Black Widow getting a sneak peek, I hope she gets a really good PvE uniform. I want her to be strong. I want her to get some love because, I mean, guys, she's gone, right? I mean, spoiler alert for those of you that might not have seen Endgame, she died. And so it'd really be nice to see her get a good PvE uniform. And now that we know this is looking like an Avengers update, because we've already gotten 2 OG Avengers, there are potential other characters. I mean, Captain America just recently got a uniform in the Phoenix uniform, and this is actually a really good uniform, but it's not top tier. It's a good uniform. It's definitely strong, but it's not top tier by any means. But Captain America has had a tremendous amount of shine in this game. I mean, this was the very first tier 3 in the game, and he was destroying everything. Even though his tier 3 is a pile of crap, I'm sorry, guys. I hate this damn thing. It's ridiculous. Charging, trying to take damage during it. It's just a real pain in the butt to play with it. Lots of RNG involved, and it just sucks. I don't like it. Love Captain America. Don't like playing with him because of his tier 3. So if he does get another uniform, which I mean, who knows with that model? Maybe they will, maybe they won't. If he does get a new uniform, hopefully they'll change his damn tier 3. Just like I hope they change Iron Man's tier 3. And, speaking of Avengers, guys, I mean, you also have Thor, you also have Hulk, right? I mean, Hawkeye's already freaking godly. This character is already ridiculously strong. Don't see him getting anything at all. Thor, a lot of people thought whenever he came out that, this was a good uniform. I never thought it was a good uniform. Sorry, guys. It's okay, but it never was what it should be. I mean, this version of Thor took down Galactus. Right? He's never been that good. He's really awkward to play because of his long, the force skill, how you have to charge this thing up before you actually get the heal, the long cooldown on it. It's just really annoying to play. Even though I love Thor, he's one of my favorite characters. He's a big rival to the Hulk, who is my favorite character. And speaking of the Hulk, that's another one. Now, people are going to argue that the Hulk really should never get another uniform. Maybe, I guess maybe they would argue that, but just like Black Widow, guys, all this thing ever was a PvP uniform. This mofo, even though he's the, arguably the strongest character in the Marvel Universe, right? I mean, I know that's not exactly true, but you guys get what I'm saying, right? He has the potential for being the strongest in the universe. He has never been good in PvE. Like, he was okay, right? At one point, whenever he got this abysmal looking uniform of Professor Hulk, he was okay for a little bit, but he quickly got outshined very, very fast. And then we ended up getting this one here. And the thing about this is, whenever he got this uniform, he started getting, damage based off his HP. That hence why we put HP Urus on this guy. Physical attack doesn't buff up his damage. It's HP because all of his damage is based off of HP, right? So if they do give this guy a uniform, if they change that, then people are going to have to rearrange their Urus, which is really going to suck. So we'll see. I mean, personally, guys, you guys know that I'm extremely biased. This is my favorite character in any franchise, and I would just love to see him actually be strong because this guy actually got screwed whenever this uniform came out because originally he had damage accumulation on his skills, but they took it away whenever the update was actually released, which really pissed a lot of players off, including myself. I was actually quite bummed out about it. And I would have been mad whether it had been him or whether it had been any other, character. When I see accumulation and then they take it away, that aggravates me. This guy's weak. That's right. Hulk is weak. All he ever was a PvP toon in this uniform, and that's all he ever was. Like, in PvE, he's just terrible. So I would be happy to see him get a uniform too if it's PvE viable. Pretty much the same thing as Black Widow. So, like, for me, if this is going to be an Avengers update, I'm actually okay with it because, like I said, guys, Captain America is really the only one that's really ever had that supreme shine. He's the only one that's really ever gotten it. Iron Man had a little bit. He had a little bit of shine in there. He got a little something, something, something. But Black Widow, only PvP. Hulk, only PvP. Thor, never really PvP, and okay in PvE, right? Just decent, good, but never great. So if the Avengers are getting some uniforms, I'm pretty much okay with it. So guys, let me know how you're all feeling about the potential for an Avengers update. And I do stream on Twitch at 9 p.m. GMT+7 time. The link is in the description below. And I hope you enjoyed the video. Thank you for watching. Y'all take care and have a good one. See you, everybody.